In the world of max modes, there are easy challenges, hard challenges, and then there are the ones that make you question if you've just gone on TikTok for 5 minutes.
Din 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 dun, ma din 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 dun.
Today's challenge is called New Super Hop to a Night with costume in channel 4 and with power, no death coin, no exploits. And somehow it's not even the weirdest one. This is a mod for Warriors Hotel with the intent to make the game feel less scripted. Not only that, but a lot of people consider this a really fun max mode. And considering that people be complaining about anything these days, it is a pretty big deal. So today I'm gonna try to break down and beat one of the most brain-rotted FNAF max modes I've ever played. Enjoy the video. Wario. So, this is the place, right? Insane dialogue box. What is this? Welcome to the first day. So a rainy night, right? Out anyways. So we'll explain something basic. What do you mean? But anyways. No, I clicked. Let me skip this. There is a fucking... Can you see this? That was a PNG coming here. That was literally just a PNG coming from the right side of the screen. But anyway, so we'll explain something basic. You have a computer in a room, you can control two doors in the CCTV system, but with a problem old age on the building, right? Only one door can close, then the other one need to be open for the other door can be closed. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I understood it and that's fine. Other thing, in your dorm, you have a panic button. I don't know why your room is the only one have that button and only produces this sound. But anyways, have a good night. Oh, we are in for a good time, that's for sure. A and D to change into rooms, X to hide the tips. I'm assuming I don't have power, so I'm just closing one of the doors. Okay, you just moved here. You just went to floor 2, right? Okay, this kind of feels like the Jar of Creation, the last night, where you have the two handles. Panic button though. The sound effect, oh my god, The zoom screen is crazy. 6 AM, the cheese moon went away. In the first night we get introduced to two characters, Yoshi and Wario. They come through the doors, with Wario coming through the left and Yoshi from the right. Close the door on them. You don't need to close the previous closed door to close the other, as there is already taken care by the game, so you can just keep closing doors without ever opening them again. One thing that the custom night tells you is that Yoshi is faster than Wario. Well, that is true in the original game. The way the mod works is with this code right here. At 20 AI, this gives values between 2.5 and 6 seconds for both characters, as opposed to the original game that Wario would always move every 5.10 seconds and Yoshi every 4.17 seconds. Ding! Second day, oh! Great, the nights is very rare. The nights is very rare. You know this hotel was part of the factory of Wario and Co. Never mind, I live in the topic of this. So apparently the cost of can't fix that button on your room is so high. You can maybe use like a distraction, because the people hate high volume, so you can use for that. Wait, do you see ghost? Good joke. Oh, I'm so glad I decided to play this. Yeah, so far, not doable. This is actually pretty easy. On the second night, we have Mario being added. He is about the same except the way you deal with him. When he appears on the right side of your room, click the panic button on your right. He also has to go through 5 phases and moves between 2.5 and 6 seconds. Okay, let's see. I gotta read this without laughing. Come on. Third night. So what's wrong? After the ghost, how much your sanity can grow up? Fun fact, very shy ghost can be disappear if you see it. Anyways, I forgot to tell you something in your room office is there a hallway with connected in the two hallways so that I see very weird things in the hotel. I can't. It wasn't even this part that made me laugh. It was that I thought about a very shy ghost can be disappear. I see very weird things in the hotel and in my room. Do you see it? Okay, so we gotta look at a ghost that is supposedly showing up over here. Luigi? Okay, I see. I was cooking lunch and I'm not very good at cooking. I was like, I put the oil in the pan and then I turned the heat on and then I realized, oh wait, I need garlic. Except I put the heat on high. There I go, grab a garlic. I was like, wait, this might be bad because I left the heat on with the oil. So I go and I know that I need to slice the garlic, chop the garlic, whatever the fuck I needed to do that quickly. And I was like thinking all the time, I am definitely getting cut, I'm definitely getting cut. And you know what happened? My fucking nail saved me. Because I'm just chopping and then I hear a crack and it was a tiny bit of my nail that was chopped off and I was mega saved by my fucking nail. I was like, okay, I have no time, I gotta put the garlic on the fucking thing. But only as I'm putting the garlic, I am able to take a look at the pan and there is something burnt in there. I put nothing there besides oil and it's burnt. And I was like, what the fuck? 5 seconds later the garlic was already burnt. On the third night, we have Luigi. He's way slower than Mario and will appear on the left. Just flash the light on him to make him go away. It's also about here that I started developing a strategy. For the floor 1 camera system, I left it on the stairs camera, which allowed me to see which character was coming first, so that I was able to close the corresponding door without needing to keep checking both of the doors all the time. I feel weird through this day. I don't know why I feel that. I feel somebody can control me like a puppet. I feel very tired. I see very weird things on the 2 rooms. Has camera. You can see it from fucking hell. I see very weird things on the 2 rooms that has camera. You can see it for me in the cams is for weird things, you know. Wario and his friends disappear through this month. So S. Dot. I don't know what happened to me. Yeah, I don't know what happened to me. So good. Oh my god. I'm assuming that's Wario that's showing up. Oh shit. No, it's bitch. It's bitch. Okay, so Wario was... Yeah, okay, wait. Wario was already there from the beginning. There we go. Still not too bad though. I'm sorry, Mari, and for your brother. That one was not funny. Skull emoji. Oh, I've on full screen there. Night 4, we get introduced to Peach. She's literally just the puppet. Takes 24 seconds for her music box to wind down. It takes about 2 seconds to fill it back up. She will start in one of the 2 side rooms in the 2nd floor. And those are all the characters in the main game. There's a hard mode. Bloodbath by Riot. What do you mean I have to use my flashlight? It's control. Awesome optimization, by the way. Oh, I just used the flashlight and boom. There are more characters in the custom night. We have Donkey Kong, Ashley, Wario Man, and Bowser. Let's go from easiest to hardest. Donkey Kong will start materializing on Mario's side, flash him to make her go back. I don't know how his AI works because he pretty much never appears, even at 20 AI. He's just stupidly easy to deal with, just hold control at the start of the night and never let go of it, and you'll literally never see him. Wario Man appears every 4.5 to 6.5 seconds at one of the 3 sides. Having your flashlight on all the time will also massively help against him, as you only need to like spam A and D to go through every side, and he will be dealt with. Bowser will wake up in his camera, he will take 24 to 32 seconds to activate, and his kill timer is 14 seconds. Just flash him when he wakes up, and you should be good. Lastly, Ashley. She'll get to one of the vents, shock the vent that she's on. She takes about 7.7 to 17.5 seconds to go into one of the vents. Now, before we get to the strategy, we actually have hard mode. The changes are small, but they affect the gameplay a lot, but since they are so small, it's better to learn them early on, so that hard mode isn't going to be a big deal to relearn everything. So we're gonna start with Wario, Yoshi, Mario, and Wario Man. They all have their sound cues removed, so there won't be a knocking door when Yoshi and Wario get. You also have to check Office without hearing the cue for Wario Man, and most importantly, you need to keep track of Mario's phases as he kills incredibly fast. So when you see this thing here behind the bed, do what you need to do in cameras or maybe Luigi, and then go back to Mario. Yoshi and Wario will also be an insanely big problem. You can use the same strat of leaving the floor 1 cameras in the stairs, but the strategy I used was different. Instead of checking for when they're arriving, I checked for when they left. Since their first phase is not actually being there, I had to wait for another movement for them to close the other door, but that actually worked really well for most of the night. So here's an example. Yoshi's gonna attack, close his door, and when he appears in this camera in floor 1, I went ahead and closed the left side, and when Wario appeared in the camera 1 at floor 1, I closed the right door. DK will now be faster, meaning that he will appear quite a few times throughout the night, but he's still not a big problem. Peach's music box will go from 24 seconds to go from full to empty to 10 seconds to go from full to empty. And every 20 to 60 seconds, she will now change the room, but I think she can also change to the same camera that she was before, meaning that she can actually spend more than a minute and even the entire night if you get lucky. I actually had a lot of times that she spent way more than 60 seconds in a camera, so I think that's what is happening. Bowser will now always be awake, so his kill timer is always active and will only reset when you shock it. To compensate that, the kill timer has changed from 14 seconds to 17 seconds. Ashley will now require you to flash the opposite vent that she's on. So there are 2 vents. She's in one of the vents, will flash the other vent, and she also kills faster. Now Luigi will make you flash him 5 times instead of just once, so just spam control when you see him. Now for the strategy. At the start, go shock Bowser, find Peach's cam, and wait to see who leaves the first cam of the first floor first. If it's Wario, you close Wario's door, if it's Yoshi, you close Yoshi's door. Flash Wario Man, and now it's really about how you deal with other combos, so I will give you a priority. At first place, it's both Ashley and Mario. As they kill incredibly fast, you prioritize Mario when you are at his side and he's up, so press the button, then deal with Ashley. If he is still in his last phase, deal with Ashley and immediately go back. Unless he just arrived at his last phase, then you can afford to flash Bowser and go to Peach's cam to then go back to Mario's place. At second place, we have Wario Man, as he also kills incredibly fast. If you haven't flashed him a while, immediately get out of cams, get him, then you can go back to what you were doing. Then we have the door characters, and in last place we have Peach, unless she's about to kill you. Then try to get her to like halfway, then deal with whoever else you need to deal. But most of the night, you should be always in Peach's cam, getting her to the max. Now here's some footage to show you the priorities. The biggest issue for me was Mario, as I would always see him in his last phase, then see 3 seconds later he would kill me. It was so annoying. But once you figure Mario out, it gets much easier, and it probably means that you beat it soon. There isn't much else to this game. Once you figure out priorities, get good at aiming at the minuscule buttons in the game, it gets easy. And now, enjoy my reaction. I'm done, yay.